I'm Lisa Doyle with Rockcliff Realtors, and I wanted to let you all know that I'm starting a new informational show called the East Bay Real Estate Show, and this is episode number 1. So I'm very excited to, start to bring you information that'll help answer questions about real estate, about your homes and what's going on with the market and financing and all the things that everyone wants to know about. So I have a very special guest with me today to start my episode number 1. This is Karen B. She's my most favorite mortgage broker. So I'll let you introduce your company.
Yeah, I'm Karen Bartholomew. I'm with Summit Funding. I'm based out of Livermore. Mm-hmm. And we have been honored to work with the Doyle Team for quite some time now.
Yeah, thank you for joining me.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, so what I wanted you to do is, we get a lot of questions right now about interest rates. Where are we? What are you expecting? What changes do you see kind of coming down the pike in the next few months? Okay. So where are rates right now?
Okay, so actually the rates are really low right now. Actually, they were a little bit higher the beginning of last week. They dropped down a little bit, so we actually were locking a lot of people in this morning, which was great. They're going to do a little song and dance for a while. They always do.
A little bit of
so what happens is, we're not quite sure what Feds are going to be doing in the future, and so what happens in the short term is that the institutions, the financial institutions, and everybody actually they kind of raise their rates a little bit, right, to actually get prepared. So there's not this great hike, when this happens. So we're just going to be doing this song and dance for a while. Actually, like they went down this morning from yesterday. Then we got a little price worse this afternoon. So, and it's not always really about the rate that changes. Sometimes it's about the price and the points.
Exactly. So give them a heads up on where are we with rates right now, just on an average, say, $800 to $1 million.
Okay, so we're still in that sweet spot of 3.75 to 4%, depending on your FICO score.
Okay.
So we're talking about 740 FICO scores and above. Okay. From a government standpoint, those rates are actually really low. They're like at 3.5, 3.75, so a little bit lower. And those are credit scores that are, go all the way down to 620 and sometimes 580, depending on the scenario.
Okay.
So we like to look at both scenarios, all across the board, depending on where you are. In this county, in Alameda County, the loan limits are 625, 500 before you jump into the jumbo market. So really, it's all just based about your scenario,
Well, and explain to them when you say into the jumbo market, what does that mean for most consumers? Because a lot of people don't understand what that really means.
Yeah, so we have loan limits that start from 1 all the way up to 417,000. That's called a conventional conforming, okay? Then you jump from 417,001 up to 625,500, and that's per county, so you got to check the county limits.
And that's the loan amount.
That's the loan amount, okay? And so that's called the high balance conforming. So those interest rates are going to be about an eighth higher than if you had a 417 loan amount.
Okay.
Then we jump to the jumbo market, which is 625, 501, and all the way up to as far as you want to go.
Right.
And so that's a little bit different. You typically need 20%. Sometimes we have 80-10-10 products. So it's really about calling your lender and making sure that they're educating you on all the products that are available to you and get the best scenario for your family.
That's so important for you to say that, because most people think, okay, I just went online and I checked out what I can qualify for.
Right.
There's so much more to it than that. It depends on your circumstances, what type of loan you want, what your credit scores are, what your ratios are as far as your debts and things. There's so many things that impact. So getting advice from someone like you is critical.
Yeah, and for instance, I just had somebody this morning, he was talking to me about some online rates and whatnot, and I'm like, those rates, you got to read the fine print. Most of them are like 740, 800 credit scores, and they charge a point.
Right.
So when you tell me, well, why is their rate like so much lower? Like, let's look at the fine print.
They're charging you up front for costs.
Right. And then you have to make sure that they actually have a relationship, and their offer letter is going to get accepted because of the relationships that we have here in the Tri-Valley and across the Bay Area.
Yeah, and that brings me back to another conversation that a lot of buyers are having right now is how difficult it is to get an offer accepted. And I have to tell you, one of the things that we appreciate about your service is that people can count on you. The agents know that you're going to get the job done when you've pre-approved someone for us. So we appreciate that. I just want everyone to know, you're welcome. If you have any questions about your personal circumstances, call Karen. Yeah. She can help you prepare. If you have a home right now and you want to get into it, either a bigger or smaller, if you want to,
downsize.
Whatever you're looking at doing. Some questions that I get from a lot of clients that you're helping actually now too is, we want to keep our home as a rental and we want to go buy another home. How do we do that? So that's a common question. If you have those questions, call Karen. She will get you the information that you need.
Yeah, we'll get you everything that you need and get you started. Whether that means doing something now, 6 months from now, or next year.
Exactly.
It's all about preparation.
Okay. Well, thanks, Karen. And we'll make sure that they get your information. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon with episode number 2.